Billyt Detroit Radio. News, sports, entertainment, and a little foolishness.
And we back. 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 And we back.
What's up, Detroit? It's your man, Billy T, checking in. This is the Billyt Detroit Radio podcast, and I got some of my peoples in here with me. We got, of course, Rocky Road Productions, LLC, a.k.a. Becky with the good hair, a.k.a.
Hello. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Thanks for listening to us.
Kwame's pen pal.
Oh, here we go.
You writing Kwame?
Also,
oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, she was a big celebrity about a year ago, man, in the news and everything.
Oh, we got to get to that.
Oh, that's a whole nother story. And also, filmmaker, documentarian, and old friend Anthony Pete is in the building. What's happening, man?
How's it going, man?
All right. So a lot to talk about. It's been a crazy week. This is show number 54, by the way.
Yes.
April 27th. April is almost over, and we got a little taste of spring. It ain't here yet, but it's coming. Kanye West. Let's just start with Kanye West. He has upset everybody by saying, "I love Donald Trump." But let's just hear the actual quote. You want to say something?
No.
Anthony?
I just want to hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Let's hear him out.
So check this out, everybody. Kanye says, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy.
Dragon energy.
He is my brother.
His brother.
I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals. And we have the right to be independent, have independent thought. If your friend jumps off the bridge, you don't have to do the same." That old classic example, right? Mm-hmm. Ye being ye is a fight for you to be you. For people in my life, the idea of Trump is pretty much a 50-50 split. But I don't tell a Hillary supporter not to support Hillary. I love Hillary too. I love when people have their own ideas. You don't have to be allowed anymore. Just be. Love who you want to love. That's free thought. I'm not even political. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. And also, I'm all the way out the sunken place. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared of the media. I'm not scared of the past. I'm optimistic about the future. This tweet is in love, not fear. Then he says...
Oh, he says there's more?
Listen,
but wait, there's more.
Kimmy got in that behind because he said, "My wife just called me and she wanted me to make this clear to everyone. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree 100% with anyone but myself."
Wife had to check him.
Yeah, she probably like, "Kanye, don't mess
baby.
up our money." So Kim comes to the defense of her husband.
Good.
She says, "To the media trying to demonize my husband, let me just say this. Your commentary on Kanye being erratic and his tweets being disturbing is actually scary. So quick to label him as having mental health issues for just being himself when he has always been expressive is not fair. Yesterday, it was announced that Kanye had parted ways with some business people, and media outlets made this about Kanye's mental health rather than just a simple business decision. So I'm glad he tweeted about the state of his company and all the exciting things happening. He's a free thinker. Isn't that allowed in America? Because some of his ideas differ from yours, you have to throw in the mental health card? That's just not fair. He's actually out of the sunken place when he's being himself, which is very expressive. Now, when he spoke out about Trump...
Okay, all right, that's enough of her for crying out loud.
Yo, is it me or is that nigga Kanye West one of the niggas from Get Out? They fucking you up, cuz. You need to get out of that house. Yo, is it me or is that nigga Kanye West
Oh, that is
one
Snoop
of the niggas
Dogg.
from Get Out? They fucking you up, cuz. You need to get out of that house.
Hey, but did you notice?
Is it me or is that nigga Kanye
Okay,
West?
Snoop. Thank you for that.
But did you notice he said that he was out of the sunken place, and she said that.
Yeah.
So in other words,
as if he was there.
They were in the sunken place.
Ah, yeah. Read between the lines.
Listen, John Legend says, "I love that great, brilliant artists have the power to imagine a better future, but artists can't be blind to the truth." I agree, John. The defining trait of Trump's campaign and political profile was his embrace of white supremacy. He made it clear every time he spoke, some serious cognitive dissonance, to ignore that for the other X% you might find appealing. I guess I agree with 1% of anyone's thoughts, though. Old Man Ebro. I wonder if Kanye West has caught up with at Chance the Rapper, at Gerbil, at Lil Durk on his hometown of Chicago. Kanye West, have you talked to Common? On a larger scale, have you connected with Akon in Africa? And so Chance the Rapper speaks out.
Hey, yo, nigga, now
Talk
I
to-
am. Yeah. And they asking, I tell them, what's the faying now? Wave your glasses to the sky. Hey, I'm still one of my niggas. Hey,
All right. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper, that's his boy.
Yeah.
He actually, listen, guys. I've said this before. I don't know. Am I the only one that's done radio? You have to have your headphones on, or it will cause feedback.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony Pete, was that you? I don't know. I'm just saying. I ain't pointing no fingers at nobody. But Anthony Pete, keep your headphones on.
As he points the finger.
and indeed we hit the target, yes.
All right, so Chance the Rapper, what did he say?
Talked to him 2 days ago. Now, mind you, he's responding to Old Man Ebro. He's in a great space and not affected by folk trying to question his mental or physical health. Same ye from the VMA, same ye from the telethon. Black people don't have to be Democrats.
Okay.
Should we, Angela Rye, she spoke
Angela
out too.
Rye, I like her. Now, what does she say? I'm sure she's pro Kanye, right?
We'll see. It seems we living the American dream, but the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
Yep.
The prettiest people do the ugliest things. For the road to the riches in diamond rings. We shine because they hate us, floss because they degrade us. We trying to buy back our 40 acres. And for that paper, look how low we'll stoop.
That nigga Kanye West, one of the niggas from Get Out. They fucking you up, cuz. You need to get out of that house.
I can't. But why did he take a shot at Obama, though? Why did Kanye?
Oh, what did he say about Obama?
He said Obama was in office for 8 years and did nothing in Chicago. It didn't change. He said nothing changed.
Well,
So
now-
gentrification didn't happen during that 8 years at all?
Well, that didn't necessarily help black folks, did it?
It doesn't matter. I'm sure it was. No, gentrification was going on.
It's still
Chicago
going on. It's going on everywhere.
under Obama administration.
Yeah.
I got people there.
Yeah.
So it happened.
Exactly.
It happened. So
But is that a positive or a negative?
it doesn't matter. There was a change
But
in Chicago.
wait a minute, though. What he's saying is, did it help black folks? I think that's Kanye's point.
Is that
He said nothing changed. In other words, black folks are still killing each other. The violence is still there. And Obama did nothing about it. That's what Kanye is saying.
like
That's
an
not what he
imply,
said.
yeah.
He said nothing changed.
Well, but no, but maybe we're reading it two different ways. I think what he's saying is
Yeah, that's
the
how I
violence
see it.
is still there in the black community. Gentrification is a totally different thing. Not that he's not saying nothing happened. Of course, something happened. But he's saying Obama didn't do anything to help black folks, which a lot of black folks have said.
And that's why I think that's the argument, because everybody keeps saying that about Obama didn't do this. He didn't pardon Kwame. He didn't make a difference. He didn't fight for black folks. So many people were getting killed. Where was
Yeah.
Obama? And Obama always had a nice speech to say. He always had something elegant and classy to say. But they're saying, where's the action behind the whole persona?
All right, so J. Cole had a song out a couple years ago.
I like Obama.
Where he basically
Like this.
targeted
Somebody should have told me it would be
Kanye.
like this.
It's called False Prophets. You guys have heard this, right?
Life is a balance. You lose your grip, you can slip into an abyss. No doubt, you see these niggas tripping. Ego in charge of every move, he's a star. And we can't look away due to the days that he caught our hearts. He's falling apart, but we deny it. Justifying a half-ass shit he dropped, we always buy it. When he tell us he a genius, but it's clearer lately. It's been hard for him to look into the mirror lately. There was a time when this nigga was my hero, maybe. That's the reason why his fall from grace is hard to take. Cause I believed him when he said his shit was pure, ain't he? The type of nigga swear he real, but all around us fake. The women, the dick riders, you know the yes men. Nobody with the balls to say something to contest them. So he grows out of control until the person that he truly was all along is starting to show. Damn, wonder what happened. Maybe it's my fault for idolizing niggas based off the words they be rapping. When come to find out, these niggas don't even write they shit. Here's some new style bubbling up, then they bite this shit. Damn, that's what I get for lying to myself. Well, fuck it, what's more important is he's crying out for help. While the world's egging him on, I'm begging him to stop it. Playing his old shit, knowing he won't top it. False prophet.
There it is right there. Playing his old stuff because I know he won't top it. Now, I like Kanye's music. I always have, and I've liked most of it. There's been a few misses. But overall, I still like his music, and I'm looking forward to hearing his new music. Will this affect how people listen to Kanye?
Of course.
I mean, will they say, I don't want to hear anything else from him? Some people will.
He'll lose some and gain others.
Yeah, because they said he lost 9 million followers on Twitter. Then they said, but he gained 10 million from the right. So as the left,
exactly.
the right can't say.
So you don't stop no show.
You don't stop no show, but I mean, it just shows you also how polarized we are. Those people probably didn't even know or care who Kanye was. They knew everybody knows him, but they probably like, another black rapper. But when he said, I love Trump, boom, they jump on board. We're so, I don't know, this country is so divided right now. And here's what I'll say about what Kanye said. He said, I'm not going to follow the mob. I'm not going to let the mob dictate how I feel and what I say. And I agree with that because we pile on. Mm-hmm. We just like Monique, the Monique situation. Everybody piled on. Monique should shut up. She should never said anything. And she's irrelevant. And they piled on. Black folks beat Monique up. And I did not agree with that because I feel like she has a right to say what she said and defend herself. And I believe that she's worth more than what they offered. So, and I just didn't. The piling on thing bothered me. And I think we do that way too much and way too quickly.
We do.
You know, the other part of the Kanye thing is, he's got an album coming out. Okay? So it is self-promotion, too, to a point, because he knows everybody's going to talk about me. And here comes the album.
But I think the question I want to pose today, and it doesn't have to be answered. It's just a question.
Okay.
What is more important? Is it your morale or is it strategy? Because at the end of the day, you got to play a card to win. You got to play the game in this board called life that we're in. Mm-hmm. So either you learn the game, because sometimes, let's be clear and let's be honest, and I'm not saying anything either way. When you are morally correct all the time, sometimes you get nowhere. So people that are making it, they're not always doing what you would call is morally correct. And morals and what's important is also relative. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, that is true. And even, I guess, if you look at Trump as immoral as we can probably, I know the three of us in this room can probably agree he is, and the things that he's done, a lot of people look past that and say, well, we like what he's doing. We like his policies. So they look past the porn stars and the prostitutes and the this, that, and the other, and the cheating on the wife. All these evangelical right people who, if it was a Democrat, would bombard him.
They would, but you know what? His marital issues and what he chooses to do personally is not none of my business, nor do I care, nor do I feel that has anything to do with running the country. What I will say is I think that Trump is a very simple-minded person, but I think that he plays the game. I think he's whatever he needs to be to get where he needs to go. Yep. So will I call him a racist and a bigot? No, I don't know that emphatically because I don't know Trump. I do think he plays his hand and he knows how to get the momentum. So for that, we can call him
okay, he may not be, but is it still wrong that he used the race 100% to get where he wanted? Does that make it okay because he got what he wanted out the deal?
No, it doesn't make it okay.
He went about it in a very terrible fashion.
He did, but he exposed how simple and how messed up the country is.
Well, that's true.
Is really what he did.
Well,
that is true.
If memory serves me correctly, didn't he run initially against Obama and then dropped out?
No. He never ran against Obama. He tested the waters. He talked about running in 2012, but he didn't do it because he knew he would have lost. But he also, if you think about it, because they just showed the roast on Comedy Central last night, and he said that. He said, I don't know if I'm going to run yet. I am still thinking. And that was in 2011. Okay? So if you think about it, he said, if I did, I'd make a great president. I would go down in history as the best president ever. He said that in 2011. So from that point on, theoretically, he was running for office. So for 5 years, he was really running for office. The birther thing and all the negative Obama stuff, he was setting himself up to run.
But he's been setting himself up since the 80s.
To a degree, because he used to be on Oprah and Phil Donahue and all those shows, and they always ask, are you going to run for office? So yeah, in a sense, he was, because he was publicly known. I ain't gonna say he set himself up to run for office. He became a public figure in the 80s and was, he's been around a long time.
But my initial question was to set up that he was testing the waters and figured out this is a strategy in which I could win.
I say this. It isn't a new strategy. It's been done. The Republicans have used it's called the Southern strategy. Nixon started it. And he basically taps into that racial prejudice of mostly the Southern white male and says, look, you're better off with me. Those blacks over there, now it's Mexicans and Muslims, but you pick out who are you afraid of. They create fear in people. So they band together and they say, yeah, we're not getting any respect. No one respects us. And what Trump did, see, they use what they call dog whistles. They would say certain key words. Well, Trump pulled the curtain back on all that, and he got a megaphone and just said it. And he showed the people what they really are. Yeah. And they got behind him. And guess what? He's going to do it again, and he's going to win again. All this stuff they're looking at, none of it's going to touch Trump. He's going to win another election. Trust me.
Let's be clear. Anybody who wants to even start like me, my whole show and whatever. If I got on Facebook every day and start going and talking about racism and being like a bigot and saying stuff, I would get so much momentum quickly because it's negativity. If I wanted to go that route, like, look, I'm tired of the slow roll. Let me just go crazy. Let me go head in. But at the end of the day, when it comes to morals and stuff like that, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be known for that.
And then it's not you. It's not really you. And
that's not me.
That's part of the moral value of it. Do you do something just to achieve a certain thing? It's like if you look at Instagram and you look at the things that are getting millions of hits, it's usually somebody doing something stupid or raunchy or something.
Like who?
Would you? Well, yeah, you can name any of them. But my question is, in this room, we all want hits. Would you do anything like that just to get a hit, a like?
No, man. I got two parents that I have to remain respectful for. I'm not worried about aunts, uncles, cousins, but I do worry about my parents and how I
and that's a good thing.
Represent
that's a good
them.
thing. So Kanye was spitting a few bars. Harvey Levin was hanging out with him the other day, and he dropped this on Instagram.
Hopped off the Amistad and made I'm a god. It's always a lituation when I'm involved. It's always a lituation when I'm involved.
What is a lituation?
See, I say what they say when the mic is off. Parents are the strippers. Strip kids of their confidence. Teach white dominance. Question your common sense. See, I've been washed in tradition and I'm a rinse. Hopped off the Amistad and made I'm a god. It's always a lituation when I'm involved. See, I say what they say
so
when
this,
the mic is off.
Is this a little tease of the album to come? I do want to hear his new stuff because, I mean, the boy does make good music no matter what. But that's interesting.
He has.
We'll see if he still has it.
Well, on a positive note with Kanye, he is going to create an organization called Donda Social to help resolve housing, education, gun violence, and clean water issues in Chicago. A bunch of his native friends, such as Malik Yusuf, Common, Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Don C., and several other A-list celebs will reportedly be a part of this project.
Also, in the news, are we through with Kanye?
Yeah, we're
We've done.
I think we said all that can be said
what else
about
can
Kanye.
we say about Kanye?
Yeah.
Meek Mill. Meek Mill is out of jail, and the first few hours that he was out, he went to the 76ers game, rung the bell, he was celebrated.
He went to the 76ers game in a helicopter.
In the owner's helicopter. The owner went to pick him up and took him to the game. Now, here's my thing. I mean, first of all, let's just say that he's the celebrity face around what black men have been going through for so long with these unjust sentences, and to be on probation for 10 years is just ridiculous. If you got to have somebody on probation for 10 years, well, lock him up for a few years and let him out and be a free man. Right. To live under that pressure is hard for anybody. And he did. Yeah. He popped a willy in a video and got caught and went to jail for that. Was breaking the probation. Like, really?
Yeah, that's very
Come
ridiculous.
On. So as unjust as it was, there are a lot of men that are in jail for those very same reasons, and it's still unjust. So he's just happened to be a face. But it's weird to me that, I'm going to just say it, all these white folks are cheering him. Did they even know who Meek Mill was?
You know what?
It's kind of weird.
I agree with you, but to me, it's more weird that just previously we were joking around for at least a year about him taking L's. I didn't even think that he had real friends. Next thing you know, Beyonce and Jay-Z are bringing him
Kevin
up in
Hart,
their song.
they went to visit him.
Everybody's friends. What is this about?
But
I don't get it.
he went in, then he came out, and then he was winning. He was
Right,
winning.
he's winning now.
He was winning.
But he was winning.
No, he was winning before this last jail sentence.
No. He got beat up by J. Cole. J. Cole basically buried his career. Now, everybody wants to work with him when he's out. DJ Khaled wants to work with him.
But even when he was taking an L, because my nephew
is a big fan.
Yeah, he was following him. Every day he was following his net worth. And when he was losing, he was winning.
Oh, he was making money?
He was making money.
Okay. What is his net worth?
because people are paying attention to him.
Oh, you don't know? I thought you might have that insight since you said,
Nah, I was just...
Okay, wait a minute. One more thing I did want to play on the Kanye. Can I go back one step? The girl who did the rap on Instagram. Did you hear this?
Yes, you have to play that.
Now, Mr. West, take a seat. I implore ya. Over time, it seems it's gotten harder to ignore ya. You undo the progress of the geniuses before ya. King gave you the box, and now we know you can afford her. It don't matter how much money you got or you lack. When that check cleared, don't forget your children is still black. And your music has been whack, and your views are moving back to a day that trigger niggas, cause we still hear that whip crack. I'm passionately passing out some knowledge, son. I'm a level with you, cause we both dropped out of college, son. You've been wildin' harder than New York and since the Patterson. You not an OG, a repertoire do not matter, son. I gotta admit it, I'm annoyed. You came up on niggas' coin. We thought you could fill a void. You a puppet. You looked at all your fans and you said, fuck it, I'm on now. That nigga from graduation, sorry y'all, he gone now. Cole tried to warn us, Trump wanna reform us. Built him up from nothing and now this how he reward us. How you say you Jesus but did nothing to restore us. You support the people up in power that abhor us. I don't give a fuck about your clothes or your wife new naked pose or the fact that you can stand for what the people all the.
That is all very fire.
She was bringing some heat with that one, wasn't she?
Look, I'm on fire today. I got a comment for that as well.
Go ahead.
I want to acknowledge the fact that was fire. Someone should sign her to a record deal. That's number one. But number two, when is it that we realize, when do we start loving our people regardless? Through the pain, through their confusions, through their mess ups, through their brokenness. When do we step down? Because it's so easy to slam the door in the face. And really, the people that slammed the doors, they were already shut off anyway. They were already not supporting anyway. When do we love one another regardless? Of course we don't support people that murder people. Of course we don't support heinous crimes. It's just undeniably you're wrong. But why do we push people away and down them for their opinions and feelings and experiences and how they love? And I'm just so tired of this. And I think that's what we're missing. We're missing the bigger picture.
But do we defend blindly?
No, we don't.
Okay.
But we chastise and love. My brother Kanye, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm still here for you.
And he does have a right to his opinion.
He does.
That's where I think we also have to remember, and we have to get back to civility somewhere. We can have different opinions, and he has a different opinion. But then as you read more of that tweet, he also said, hey, I don't agree with everything that Donald Trump does. But he does identify him because they're both on that I can do anything mentality.
And let's be clear to my people. As you begin to elevate, so does your viewpoints too. It's very few people. There are some people that will always remember where they came from. Mm-hmm. But people, sometimes they're conditional. They
easily forget too.
They easily forget. And people are conditional. Think about the relationship. It's conditional. It's a lot of marriages that ended on conditions. So let's not act like this is not a real thing here. Okay. This man, whatever Trump is doing will benefit him because he's in that circuit of where they get the benefits. It doesn't benefit us. So, if he was living off Mac and Bewick, he wouldn't be talking about Trump. But he doesn't. He doesn't live there.
That's true.
And for those who don't know what Mac and Bewick is, it's in Detroit.
I think everybody knows that.
Mac and Bewick of this day is not the same Mac and Bewick of the past.
It ain't that far different.
No,
I've been over there.
It's different. I used to live over there. I drove past there the other day and didn't recognize it.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Right, keep driving. Bill Cosby, of course, by now everyone's heard he was found guilty on 3 charges, and we got to talk about Bill.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she tryna bless me like I said I chew. Like a nigga sneeze, nigga please for them trick and squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them hoes get in between of what we started. Little nigga, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages. Are foreign bitches menaging, fucking sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did shit with Mariah. Little nigga, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly nigga, I'm flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace.
Speaking of Philadelphia, little Meek Mill, dreams and nightmares. And I guarantee half those people that were cheering for him at that stadium have never heard Meek Mill's music. But he was dating Nicki Minaj for a minute, right? Is that who he was dating?
That's when he was taking all the L's.
That's when he was taking the L's.
And now she is too. It must be
there
contagious.
you go. She should not have messed with Meek Mill. So anyway, back to Bill Cosby. Found guilty on all charges, and Philadelphia, another Philadelphia brother, they cheer Meek Mill. So I saw somebody put a post up that there's always a trade-off.
Yeah,
and
I've seen that too.
Meek Mill gets out, Bill Cosby found guilty. He has not been
woke.
he has not been sentenced yet, but they're talking 10 to 30 years in prison. That's death. That's a death sentence.
I know.
He's 80 years old.
Why? I mean, and isn't he legally blind too, right?
I'm legally blind. Mama, I love you.
But what was that? Did you see that foolish video? They had him like walking, and he kind of looked at the people like with that ridiculous look.
Yeah,
like,
with his little silly look.
He's acting a fool.
Bill, I think it's just a sad situation, but if he did these things to these women and the courts found him guilty, you have to pay the cost. If it was the guy on the corner, you want to lock him up, wouldn't you?
Right.
It's just so disgustingly sad that Bill Cosby, America's father, Fat Albert, everything that he's done in his life is destroyed.
But you know what? I guess what was the network he was trying to buy? Was
NBC
it
at one time.
I guess if that didn't follow that move, then I could look at it I could be more objective with my opinion. But I guess when you look at a black man taking over a whole network, that would have been powerful.
That was not going to happen.
Right. And then here comes this. To me, it just seems like it's a tack on to shut him up and bring him down from buying that and taking over.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking. So it's hard for me to see it. And then it's just like, these women, I know it was a case more recent, but it was a lot of women.
From 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, come on. How do we know that people with money aren't paying these women to say that?
Could they go pay 60 women to say it, though? Come on. I don't know.
These women are thirsty.
Well, yeah.
20 grand beats nothing.
You see what they did to Bill Cosby? I'm not even gonna shake a bitch hand. Bitch can't get near me. Fuck that. Bill gone. Bye, bitch. Nigga, you see what they did to Bill Cosby?
Snoop is cutting up, ain't he?
Bitch can't get near me. Fuck that. Bill gone. Bye, bitch.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So let's move on to happier things. Janelle Monae has a new album coming out, and the name of the album is, oh my God, it just slipped my mind, but the song is Pink. That's one of them. Oh, it's called Dirty Computer, I think is the name of the album. Oh. But this song Pink is got a hot video. Now, Janelle Monae, I guess her sexuality has always been in question. She never really has been seen with a man, which means nothing. But at one point, I thought that she was into girls, and you're saying now that she has come out as a
pansexual.
And what is a pansexual?
Let me get this up for you guys. It's not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological, sex, gender, or gender identity. So it's whatever.
So now I'm looking at this video, and you guys were talking about the pants she had on, and they look like
pants.
Yeah, that's exactly.
She said they're vagina pants.
That's what they look like. I see it now.
She said that basically she's taking up for those who have a vagina and those who don't. Because there's been people that've been mutilated, and then you have the trans sisters as well. So she said that on the radio.
Now, what again is a pansexual? This is something new now. I can't. Was he bisexual, transsexual? Now we have pansexual.
Pansexual.
Give me that definition again.
Basically, anything and everything is fair game if it's a human.
Oh, she's just a freak. That's what that is. That's a freak. Janelle Monae is a freak on the low, all looking all sweet and innocent. Girl, you a freak.
My God.
You are a freak, Janelle Monae.
Oh my
and
God.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm sure you're not.
I like this video. A lot of semi-nudity. Little booties in there.
Oh, my goodness.
She is such a pretty girl, though.
She is. She's beautiful.
And she had to do something different because that other stuff was getting kind of old.
Wasn't she a part of the Will I Am? Or weren't they in a group together? Or am I making that up? Or did they just perform together?
That was Fergie.
Okay,
the Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, maybe she just did a performance.
She might have did a performance with him,
Okay.
yeah, but no, she was never in the Black Eyed Peas. So. Janelle Monae is a pansexual. I don't even know what to say.
She's a beautiful girl.
Beautiful pansexual. Okay, you want to do some birthdays?
Let's go for it.
Wrap this thing up. Today went so fast, didn't it?
It did. We had good conversation.
Billy T. Detroit Radio Show number 64. You can, of course,
funky, touch your top and let it down.
Kind of digging it. Huh?
I said maybe sitting on some porch with a lemonade.
Little porch talk. Now, by the way, you can follow Rocky at Rocky Road Productions
LLC on Instagram,
where you
Facebook,
do your porch talk.
My porch talk, yep. YouTube.
It gets kind of deep on porch talk.
Yes, it does. Sometimes it does.
And of course, you can follow me at Billy T. Detroit on all social media.
Right.
Just keep it simple. I just said, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Billy T. Detroit. All right. Some quick birthdays for you. Al Pacino, The Godfather, Scarface, great movies. 78 years old.
Wow.
The sin of a woman. Tim Duncan, San Antonio Spurs, 5-time NBA championships, 42 years old. Kelly Clarkson, the first American Idol winner. And now she's a judge on The Voice. That's kind of like a traitor, isn't it? Kelly Clarkson, 36 years old, and has done very well as an American Idol, Barbra Streisand. You know who that is?
The one with the nose.
Yeah, A Star is Born. Barbra Streisand in many great movies, great singer. Barbra Streisand, 76 years old.
Oh, wow.
Cedric the Entertainer, one of the kings of comedy. He is 54 years old.
Shut the
and
door.
Him and DL have been on tour together. The Comedy Get Down. They do their own thing, but they have a tour. And also on that tour is my man George Lopez.
Oh, okay. They don't bring Harvey with them?
He's 57 years old. Harvey's too busy. He got 8 TV shows. He ain't got time to.
King of Cosby.
And I did not know this. Fun fact. George Lopez actually started his entertainment career as a DJ.
Oh, wow.
In L.A.
I didn't know that either.
Did not know that. So, yeah. And a couple of historic. Can I do a couple of historic birthdays?
Go for it.
Born on this date in 1917, Ella Fitzgerald. Now, you might not know who Ella Fitzgerald is, but She's known as the Queen of Jazz. She has 13 Grammys. And after the death of her mother in 1932, she worked as a lookout for a bordello and for mafioso number runners.
Sounds dangerous.
Hey, it was that hood life. She was living that street life. But, of course, she became a great jazz singer, some great songs. And her rendition of Summertime, what we're listening to right now with Louis Armstrong, is considered one of the best collaborations in music history. They were doing collabos way before Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
Also born on this date, oh, by the way, Ella Fitzgerald died in 1996 at the age of 79.
Oh, wow.
Also born on this date in 1927, Coretta Scott King.
Oh, yes.
Of course, the wife of Dr. Martin Luther King. She died in 2006 at the age of 78.
Rest in peace.
Just a little history for you from Black in the Day.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high.
And your mama's good looking. So what a crazy week. From Kanye to Meek Mill to Bill Cosby, Janelle Monae, the PanSexual. A lot has changed since Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. Oh, so anyway, this is where we are now, though, right? What else you got there?
Oh, listen, Sierra reportedly calls out Future for missing out on visits
I heard
with
about
their
this.
son.
Yeah.
So,
now, what's going on there?
According to TMZ TV, Sierra has reportedly filed documents claiming that Future has been skipping out on their visits with their son, Little Future. In the documents, CC reportedly says that 37% of the time Future is a no-show. Can y'all believe that?
I believe it. I believe it 100%.
And he cancels at the last minute, which messes with their schedule.
Look, I can look at this guy and tell he's a loser. I mean, I know everybody loves Future. He's a great artist. But it's just something about him. I could tell he wasn't quite ready for prime time.
But he had all those kids anyway.
He's probably not seeing them either.
So also, Sierra claims that when Little Future goes to visit Future in Georgia, he ends up spending most of his time with his grandmother or great-grandmother.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
And they should get to see him too, which is, cool. But if you aren't going to spend time with the boy, come on. I mean, that does not surprise me. It just doesn't. All right, I'm going to leave you with one. This dude is, I think, one of the best rappers out of Detroit on the low, and we just don't hear enough from him. He's got a song out called Boblo Boat featuring J. Cole. This is Royce the 5'9", and I love the intro. And if you're old school Detroit, you remember the Boblo Boat. You probably don't remember it, do you?
I actually took a ride on there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
The island was gone, wasn't it? But this is Boblo Royce the 5'9" taking us out. I'm Billy T. She's Rocky Road, and we are out. Peace.
See y'all.
Dancing till your feet got numb. Cool summer breezes blowing through your hair as you stood gazing down the river in anticipation of the thrill of the dizzying rides at the amusement park. Ah, memories of Boblo Island.
Oh, it's your world. I ain't nothing but a squirrel trying to get a nut. Just jealous of everybody that's headed out on that Boblo boat. It is the perfect weather, the perfect time to enjoy a few snacks. Oh man, I wish I was joining you with a little cheese and crackers, a little can-I wine, a little Rio Niti on ice, some Harvey Bristol cream. But let's do this only on Smooth FM.
Nothing compared to our family trips. My uncle shook hands with the manly grip. All this hand-me-down shit I had an uncanny fit. All the gangsters I had in my family had me anti-bitch. My granddaddy mistress caught the business from my granny fist. That was back before I was born. Pop told stories about it that would last for hours long. And as a family, we was just so happy when him and mama got along on the Pablo boat. On our way to that black amusement park, wood roller coasters, crack sold on plastic scooter cars. Smoking grass at the vintage food court, broken glass waiting on you on the swimming pool floor. I came across my identity on the Pablo boat. That's where I lost my virginity, no condom though. That's when paranoia hit me like when superstition does. Left my inhibitions, I guess where my supervision was. Parties on the way to the island would be the livest though. First time big bro hit the bottle was on the Pablo boat. But neither one of us knew that we would both grow up and turn to alcoholics though. Pablo boat.
Yeah. Some of my better times I share with you. I share with you. Yeah. Shit. All of my better days I share with you. I share with you. Shit. And now I gotta wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Shit. Stuck inside a rat race. Rat race. Fuck. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again. Inside this rat race. Fuck. Yeah. Look, twist the cap, lift the bottle back, swig it, dig it. 10-inch rims on my mama's Civic. 10-inch woofers in the trunk, to be specific, they bump. Rather the license plate plus the windows tinted. Don't even give a fuck that it's dented. Bitch, I'm the man, now I'm rolling. Driving it slow as if it's stolen. Piling up bros like we was clothing on a dresser. Calling up hoes like we was Jodeci, let's check her. Double D's like double deckers, I wanna sex her. But these keys don't come with game on how to finesse her. 5 semesters left until college, I'm under pressure. I'm not a real nigga till I undress her. I gotta press her. This was my main concern back when concerns were lesser. Nowadays I often yearn to press the backspace button or hit return, but life is not no word processor. Most folks would burn the cess to burn the stressor. My real life drama plus fickle niggas thinking they done heard the best of Jermaine Lamar, but that's insane and couldn't be further left of. The truth is that my new shit slap, you never heard it better. Give me a sec, I murder sectors, prefer to let ya see it rather than say it, but it spill out. I gotta chill out, say fuck the world and never pull out. We had no Pablo boat, but I could note those times just like a Bible quote. BC, before cell phones, the first time I would smoke, I was 6 years old, but that's for another chapter, that's for another story. To God be the glory, I made it out unscathed, and now I sunbathed with my son in Tanzanian sun rays, thinking about them days. Thinking about them days.
Billyt Detroit Radio. The show's so dope, you might kill some brain cells.
I burned too many brain cells down to be worried about my brain cells now. I burned too many brain cells down to be worried about a brain cell now. I burned too many brain cells down.